Change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. The future rewards those who press on. I don't have time to feel sorry for myself. I don't have time to complain. I'm going to press on. There is not a liberal America and a conservative America. There is the United States of America. There is not a black America and a white America, Latino America and Asian America. There is the United States of America. My fellow Americans, we are and always will be a nation of immigrants. We were strangers once too. It took a lot of blood, sweat and tears to get to where we are today, but we have just begun. Today we begin in earnest the work of making sure that the world we leave our children is just a little bit better than the one we inhabit today. Understand, our police officers put their lives on the line for us every single day. They've got a tough job to do to maintain public safety and hold accountable those who break the law. We cannot continue to rely only on our military in order to achieve the national security objectives that we've set. We've got to have a civilian national security force that's just as powerful, just as strong, just as well-funded. I miss being anonymous. I'm the President of the United States. I'm not the Emperor of the United States. So long as I'm Commander-in-Chief, we will sustain the strongest military the world has ever known. When you take off the uniform, we will serve you as well as you've served us, because no one who fights for this country should have to fight for a job, or a roof over their head, or the care that they need when they come home. A good compromise, a good piece of legislation, is like a good sentence, or a good piece of music. Everybody can recognize it. They say, oh, it works. It makes sense. In the end, that's what this election is about. Do we participate in a politics of cynicism or a politics of hope? Let us remember we are all part of one American family. We are united in common values, and that includes belief in equality under the law, basic respect for public order, and the right of peaceful protest. We can't drive our SUV and eat as much as we want and keep our homes on 72 degrees at all times, and then just expect that other countries are going to say okay. That's not leadership. That's not going to happen. We have real enemies in the world. These enemies must be found. They must be pursued and they must be defeated. My parents shared not only an improbable love, they shared an abiding faith in the possibilities of this nation. They would give me an African name, Barak or Blessed, believing that in a tolerant America your name is no barrier to success. Why can't I just eat my waffle? Money is not the only answer, but it makes a difference. Focusing your life solely on making a buck shows a certain poverty of ambition. It asks too little of yourself, because it's only when you hitch your wagon to something larger than yourself that you realize your true potential. With the changing economy, no one has lifetime employment, but community colleges provide lifetime employability. I mean, I do think at a certain point you've made enough money. It was the labor movement that helped secure so much of what we take for granted today. The 40-hour work week, the minimum wage, family leave, health insurance, Social Security, Medicare, retirement plans. The cornerstones of the middle-class security all bear the union label. I've got a pen and I've got a phone, and I can use that pen to sign executive orders and take executive actions and administrative actions that move the ball forward. I think when you spread the wealth around, it's good for everybody. Take off your bedroom slippers. Put on your marching shoes, he said, his voice rising as applause and cheers mounted. Shake it off. Stop complaining. Stop grumbling. Stop keying. We are going to press on. We have work to do. No party has a monopoly on wisdom. No democracy works without compromise. But when Governor Romney and his allies in Congress tell us we can somehow lower our deficit by spending trillions more on new tax breaks for the wealthy, well, you do the math. I refuse to go along with that. And as long as I'm president, I never will. I've got 2 daughters, 9 years old and 6 years old. I am going to teach them first of all about values and morals. But if they make a mistake, I don't want them punished with a baby. It's time to fundamentally change the way that we do business in Washington. To help build a new foundation for the 21st century, we need to reform our government so that it is more efficient, more transparent, and more creative. That will demand new thinking and a new sense of responsibility for every dollar that is spent.